But don't let her fool you. She is a master at physical and mental strength, earning her 5th degree black belt. And to top it all off, you see here, karate master Chuck Norris represented Taylor with her latest black belt. And this just goes to show you that you're never too old to do something new and to achieve everything you want.
You don't have an excuse not to go to the gym when you see women like that.
Absolutely not.
All right. Coming up, the search is on for 2 men targeting cars. Ahead at 6, a vehicle you need to be looking for so you're not their next victim.
And protesters target a news conference put on by some prominent Trump supporters. In our next hour at 6:46, what they're calling for when demonstrators interrupted. And here's a live look at Doppler radar storms now approaching Lee County.
92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse, Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader and home of the no closing cost mortgage. No points, no hidden fees, no loan costs, period. If the mortgage you have right now was done prior to COVID-19, you should call us for a free review. At Mortgage Warehouse, we understand how frustrating it can be to make your mortgage payment month after month, and the loan balance just doesn't seem to go down. The payment is mostly interest, but we can help with that. We can combine near record low mortgage rates with our local no closing cost program to improve your mortgage payment right away. You do not have to roll any closing costs into your loan balance to get these ultra low mortgage rates. You can apply online at mortgagewarehouse.com or call 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
Sales desk, Marty speaking.
Hey, you got your shades on, Marty?
Shades on? What? For what?
Well, the huge savings at Victory Lane are sensational.
That's cute.
They got new Chevy Silverados with thousands off.
Yeah, look, I can do 1,000 off too, my friend.
I said thousands, plural with an S, Marty.
I know how to spell, all right?
What can you spell? Fowler and Winkler?
What's Fowler and Winkler got to do with it?
That's where Chevys cost less and people get sensational savings.
Oh, boy.
With no high-pressure sales tactics.
High pressure. Listen, I don't have to take all this from you.
Oh, I see you can dish it out, but you can't take it. Summer's here and the savings are sensational at Victory Lane Chevrolet. New 2021 Silverado 1500s, thousands off MSRP. Or choose 0% for 72 months on select new Chevy models. And you won't get burned with our gold 100% credit approval. Don't miss sensational savings at Victory Lane Chevrolet on the corner of Fowler and Winkler. Find new roads online, victorylanechevrolet.com. Offers on select models with approved credit and cannot be combined. Dealer retains all rebates. Expire 7/31/21.
Hello, I'm Dave Harmer, owner of First Class Air Conditioning. Since 1977, we've been pretty selective when it comes to hiring new people. We take special pride in the craftsmen we train and employ. If you're an experienced HVAC professional, consider joining us. With a 40-year track record, we're here for the long haul. Call today, 574-2500, and ask for Mr. Harmer. That's 574-2500.
First Class Air Conditioning. Our name says it all.
Getting it right. All day and all night. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right. All along.
Vaccinated Americans in masks again. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. The CDC's recommending that because of the spread of the more contagious Delta coronavirus variant.
CDC recommends community leaders encourage vaccination and universal masking to prevent further outbreaks in areas of substantial and high transmission.
CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky.
And it's a significant shift, too, for schools, calling for universal masking for all teachers, staff, students, and visitors to K-12 classrooms, regardless of vaccination status.
Fox's Griff Jenkins. There were another 70,000 new COVID cases in the U.S. yesterday. The infections in recent days are the most since February. There were record new COVID cases in Tokyo, where the Olympics are going on without crowds. Gymnast Simone Biles is pulled out of the all-around competition that after backing out of the team event where the U.S. had to settle for silver.
It's okay sometimes to even sit out the big competitions to focus on yourself because it shows how strong of a competitor and person that you really are.
Katie Ledecky won gold in women's swimming, the 10th American gold medal. The U.S. has the most overall medals with 30. There will soon be a new member of Congress.
Republican Jake Ellzey is one in the 6th congressional district in Texas near Dallas, beating fellow Republican Susan Wright. That seat opened up after the death of Ron Wright, who became the first member of Congress to die after being diagnosed with COVID.
Fox's Jill Nato. It is a defeat for a Trump-backed candidate. The former president had endorsed Wright. There was no Democrat on the ballot because Elsie and Wright were the top two of the 23 candidates in the initial special election. There was a bad acid leak at a chemical plant in LaPorte, Texas last night.
One was sent to the hospital via ambulance, and unfortunately we have two that have passed away here on scene.
Harris County Fire Marshal Lori Christensen, dozens of others suffered from either burns or difficulty swallowing and breathing. America's listening to Fox News.
This update is presented by Johnston Spinal Care, the leader in spinal decompression. Find them online at 596back.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. Keeping an eye on a crash on Alligator Alley at mile marker 75, heading in the westbound direction towards State Road 29. If you're heading out that way right now, the roads are slick in both directions, of course, on the alley. So just take it slow and easy, especially heading east of State Road 29 right now. We also have a crash reported on the Midpoint Bridge. Not seeing any roadblock because of it. Just watch out for some activity as crews are trying to get that cleared. You could also take the Cape Coral Bridge that is running up to speed. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, as we head into your Wednesday, look to a similar pattern as what we had yesterday, with a few showers and thunderstorms possible closer to the coast to start out the day, and those beginning to migrate a little bit farther inland towards the afternoon. Temperatures topping off near average for this afternoon with a high of 92 degrees. As we head into your Wednesday night, things mainly dying down. However, a few showers will be possible once again closer to the coast for Thursday morning. A mild, humid start to kick off tomorrow with another high near about 93 degrees for your Thursday afternoon, and more scattered thunderstorms in the forecast through Thursday, Friday, and into the upcoming weekend. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Whether you're commuting to the office or driving to the beach, always stay to the right with 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
True relief for back and neck pain. Back or neck pain is not just unpleasant, it can be debilitating, preventing you from performing your daily routine and even confining you to bed. In decades past, patients suffering from spinal issues were often just given pain medication, spinal injections, and when they did not heal, often underwent spinal surgery. Luckily, there is now another option, non-surgical spinal decompression. At Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, we use an advanced technology to apply a completely safe unloading force to relieve nerve compression associated with bulging herniated discs, sciatica, stenosis, scoliosis, neuropathy. This award-winning approach, safe for any age, has gained international praise from physicians for its success. Complete pain relief is achievable. Johnson Spinal Care is here to serve you. Call our Medicare-friendly office today for an immediate, no-charge telephone consultation. 596-BACK. 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
Hi, I'm Keith, the owner of Storm Shield Windows and Doors in North Fort Myers. And when it comes to hurricane windows and doors, you have two choices, Storm Shield and all the rest. Here's what our client Lauren had to say.
Our windows made a difference in terms of how our house looked. So it looked 30 years old with our old windows, and now that we have our new Storm Shield windows, they look totally different. Our coastal look is coming along. We definitely have other projects to do, but the look alone of these windows has definitely improved our house. We have more energy efficient windows than we had before. It's quiet, and we definitely know in the event of a storm that we're safe and secure.
Storm Shield's windows and doors reduce the exterior noise by up to 80%, and our clients typically see an average energy savings of 40%. Why choose Storm Shield? Because everyone deserves the best. Call us today at 239-491-7002 or visit stormshieldSWFL.com.
No matter what it's like outside, Trane makes it comfortable inside. You can get a great deal now on a new heating and cooling system at Trane. Visit TraneInfo.com. Visit TraneInfo.com to find your local dealer and more, because it's hard to stop a Trane.
NCH Heart Institute is home to the most experienced and most dedicated team of physicians and nurses in Southwest Florida. Over the past 30 years, NCH Heart Institute has mastered the quality, the care, and the holistic patient experience that can only be found within a nationally ranked heart institute. Caring for a patient, mind, heart, and body. That's the cornerstone of our critical care team, which ranks in the top 2% of all hospitals in America. NCH Heart Institute, at the heart of what matters most.
Enjoy the energizing power of the outdoors. We recommend a mid-morning break in nature. So get outside and make your morning break better with a Nature Valley granola bar.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steve.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. We stream live. DrewSteele.com. That's the website. Steele has 3 E's. We always appreciate you watching the program there at the website. You can go to YouTube at Drew Steele Radio. We are still there. And subscribing to the podcast, your favorite podcast place. Look for Drew Steele. You'll find us. And if you want to go to a direct link, just go to DrewSteele.com. The direct link is right there so you can subscribe. And we do appreciate it. So coming up this morning, there is a lot to get to, as you can imagine, to unpack the lies and lies and more lies from the January 6th Commission. It's strange that a star witness there at the January 6th Commission may have had a history of, hating the former President Trump and maybe not too excited about the country as a whole. And it's kind of odd. It is also odd that Adam Schiff would be the one there on this committee, have a lot to say about this, considering the theater that he threw down during the Trump-Russia collusion hoax and some of the lies. But that's where we're going with this. Many, many questions that need to be answered and some that will not be answered during this thing because some of them are a little too tough to handle. And we'll get the audio to you from Jim Jordan yesterday being asked about why he was not on the committee, and his thoughts on that speaks right to the issue and how ultimately that's what this is. We knew it was going to be theater. You had plenty of theater. You had tears. You had all you needed is the music. You had to have the music, and all of it was. It was all. Believe me, it was all there. And not that you have to hear every second of it, but if you want to get to the bottom of January 6th, you want all the information out, right? If you want to get to the bottom of January 6th and you want to know exactly what went down, like Democrats claim that they do, you'd rather have a group of Capitol Police officers as a whole to speak to that day, as opposed to cherry-picked, selected individuals who do have quite the history of, let's just say, taking sides. And as an officer, you certainly don't want to take sides, do you? So we're going to get to all of that coming up. The mask mandate issue has become, in some ways, I don't want to say silly. Look, if you want to wear a mask, knock yourself out. That's your thing. I get it. Okay, you want to wear a mask, you feel safer, although we're still trying to figure out and find the exact paperwork, data sheets that everybody can hold up and present and say, here it is. Here is the proof that masks work. It doesn't exist. And yet we still have the talk of mandating masks throughout the country and even on a federal level. And the president, who has figured out the way to get you to not only mask up, but vax up. And that's by insulting you if you don't. But he should be careful of who he's insulting, because if you do the raw numbers and data and science, like the science folks like to hear, you come to find out that maybe the individuals that he is talking to, saying that they're not very intelligent, you might want to check out who the specific groups of individuals in this country are that are the ones that are hesitant to get the vax. We'll have those numbers coming up in just a second. All right, so the core of this, of the January 6th Commission, the theater and the lies, everything that you thought was going to take place took place. It's not even worth watching unless you want to help to foment the legacy fake news media's narrative that's going to be helped to push it out there, along with Democrats, that there was an insurrection. It was the former president of the United States that pushed this forward, that by default, you as a conservative, as somebody who voted for Trump, as a Republican, we're not going to let go of this. Do you see the bottom line? Like, why would they do this? Why would they go to this extent? It's the same way they went to that extent when they tried to not once but twice impeach the former president, when they made up some of the craziest lies. Remember Adam Schiff with the Ukraine phone call? Do you remember the Schiff line as he opened up the proceedings there the first time, or one of the it wasn't the first time, it was like the third time, the theater going on in Washington, D.C. about the Ukraine phone call. Remember Adam Schiff lying about what was actually said because he didn't believe that the president would release the transcripts of the call. So Adam Schiff is like...
And I'm going to say this only 7 times, so you better listen good. I want you to make up dirt on my political opponent, understand lots of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm asking, and so I'm only going to say this a few more times.
Right.
And by the way, don't call me again.
Yeah.
I'll call you when you've done what I asked.
Oops, and then the president released the transcripts, and it was nothing like that. But you Democrats keep running with that. It's fantastic. So when you know that Adam Schiff is part of something that's going on Capitol Hill that has to do with a commission or a hearing or anything else, or the truth, you can just forget about all of the truth part. So yeah, and of course the crocodile tears. What did we even want to hear any of this? Is it
better the next time? God help us. Yeah. And if we're so driven by bigotry and hate that we attack our fellow citizens as traitors, if they're born in another country or they don't look like us,
I can't do it. That's just a little portion of it. You don't want to hear it all because you could just imagine what it was like. But again, the motivation here and why they're doing this is known. It's obvious because they now have a place that the media can go to not only keep the former president's name in the news, which is what they want, because that's where the clicks come from. Haven't you noticed CNN, MSNBC have been tanking when the former president isn't around because nobody wants to watch otherwise? Because the big gotcha was the only reason why they were tuning in to begin with. They thought time and time. Let me look at my watch. Time again that they were going to get the former president to no avail. Except at the end of the day, they kind of did. You know, the election integrity issues and all that. But we dismiss all of that because we don't want to talk about audits, even though there's some strange things going on in places like Maricopa County and Pennsylvania and in Georgia. But you can't talk about those. We want to keep this in the news because they're going to continue to go after you as a Republican. They're going to continue to go after you as a conservative. They're going to continue to make it seem as if the next election is going to be rigged 2022 by Republicans because of how they've changed, made Jim Crow 2.0 or Jim Eagle 2.0 laws in certain states and changing the laws, which really was going back to 2019 and getting rid of all the emergency things that were happening during COVID and during the election to try to get through and make the election integrity issue. That's something that might happen. But they want to keep this in the news to make you look bad, to ultimately say that you as a Republican need to be dismissed. You as a conservative need to be dismissed because you are part of the problem and you're part of the ist and obias and supremacies and the like against this country because you showed up on January 6th or you voted for the president or you're Republican or the like. A partisan select committee that had all kinds of fake crying, all kinds of things, and including a Capitol Police officer who not only didn't add anything of substance, but had a lot of issues with coming up with the truth and the facts about some things that he claimed and some history that has to be discussed. It was Representative Elise Stefanik and Jim Jordan and Steve Scalise and others, Kevin McCarthy, who stepped up to a microphone during the day, just to remind everybody what was going on and just so you understand.
There is a reason that Nancy Pelosi is the most disliked elected official in America. She always puts her own partisan politics over what's best for the American people. She's an authoritarian who has broken the people's house. She is a lame duck speaker, and everyone knows it.
Let's hope that's the truth. What else did she say?
Then providing them with the support and resources they needed and they deserved, she prioritized her partisan political optics over their safety. The American people deserve to know the truth that Nancy Pelosi bears responsibility as Speaker of the House for the tragedy that occurred on January 6th.
She knew that this was a possibility, that this could be happening in December, that there would be a need for a large reinforcement on January 6th, and did nothing about it, right? That was Jim Jordan's take on this when he was on yesterday responding to the first day of the January 6th hearing. And he was on with Brett Baer.
Review there by Chad. Obviously, emotional, powerful testimony. Your thoughts about that?
No, it was a terrible day, and the people who did wrong need to be held accountable. And Brett, that's exactly what's happening. The real question is, and I've said this many times, is why weren't those guys who testified today and all the other Capitol Hill police who protect us and protect Capitol Hill, why weren't they given more help? Why wasn't more help there that day? And the only person who can answer that question is the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives. And I think she thought we were going to keep raising that question, and that's why she didn't put me on. Because remember, Brett, there was a story in Politico last Wednesday morning, which means the Speaker's office talked to the press the day before that said, the headline said, Democrats accept Leader McCarthy's selections, and then something changed. And I think it's the fact that I raised that issue last Tuesday. That fundamental question is the one that needs to be answered, and the fact that we're going to continue to raise that, I think, is the reason we're not on the committee.
Yeah, what did she know, and when did she know it? And why was it that in December, when knowing that this was going to be happening, that there was a possibility to not decide to send any kind of reinforcements to help Capitol Police out? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
How would you have asked that today?
Well, today I think the focus today was on why we didn't have more people there. So I asked these guys, did you need one of the officers? I think I did see part of this where he said we weren't prepared for what was going to happen. Why weren't you? Why wasn't the information given to you? There have been news reports that said Speaker Pelosi vetoed bringing the National Guard here. And then the day of the attack, there's been news reports that said she hesitated on calling up the National Guard. Why? Why not? My hunch is, Brett, my hunch is because what happened all last summer? Last summer, we saw Speaker Pelosi and the Democrats say that we should defund the police. We saw Speaker Pelosi and the Democrats say that rioters and looters who attacked police, destroyed small business, and hurt innocent civilians, they actually raised money to bail them out of jail. So when that's the background, it's kind of tough to say we're for defunding the police, but oh, by the way, we want more police here to protect us on January 6th.
Is that what went down? Well, let's take a break, and when we come back, let's talk a little bit more about specifically some of what was said by one officer in particular. When you come to find out that a officer who was talking about, well, a lot of different issues and some of the words that he was called that we can't repeat, some other things that were being discussed. We also come to find out that that same officer, Officer Dunn of the Capitol Police, had a few things to say about some of the anarchy that was going on in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and the death that took place there. Looting and arson accelerating to murder, as Tucker Carlson put it. So why would Harry Dunn, the Capitol Police officer, respond on Twitter and say, why is murder an appropriate response to property damage, but property damage isn't an appropriate response to murder? What officer would think that property damage is an appropriate response to murder? But were you allowed to question that at all? No, you can't do that. We just did. All right, more coming up. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News. DrewSteele.com is the website if you want to watch. Subscribe to the podcast. There's a link there at the website as well, so we appreciate you doing that. We appreciate Therese O'Shea. I can't even say it right. We appreciate you, Therese. Go ahead and give us the traffic.
Good morning. The Cape Coral Bridge eastbound is blocked off because of a crash right now. We've got FHP, Lee County Sheriff's Office all on scene. So that's going to cause trouble for any of you heading out of the Cape right now toward Fort Myers. You'll need to take the Midpoint Bridge or one of those downtown 41 bridges instead to get around the eastbound roadblock out there. There are slick conditions in that very area of the Southern Cape right now. So just take it easy on the road. Sanibel Causeway also very wet for the morning commute. Alligator Alley seen some showers east of State Road 29. In that area, we do have a crash as well getting cleared up at mile marker 75 heading in the westbound direction. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
showers closer to the coast to start out the day. Look for scattered thunderstorms developing as we head into the afternoon, with temperatures topping off near average for this time of year with a high of 92 degrees. We keep it mild and humid for tonight, waking up in the mid and upper 70s. Kick off your Thursday with a high of 93 degrees for tomorrow, and more scattered thunderstorms on the way. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Getting it right every day.
92.5 Fox News.
This Fox Business Report is presented by Island Air. High-quality AC repair and installation. Online at islandairfl.com. Online at islandairefl.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Employees at the maker of the video game Call of Duty plan to walk off the job today to protest what they say is a rampant environment of sexual harassment and bias. The CEO of Activision Blizzard admitted yesterday the company's response to a California lawsuit over the issues was tone deaf. Apple scores as one of the biggest corporate winners during the pandemic, posting its best spring quarter profit in its history. Microsoft and Google parent Alphabet also reported strong earnings yesterday as tech companies benefit from folks working and staying home. Meantime, the country's worker shortage is making $15 an hour an increasing reality for many lower-skilled workers. And the Dow lost 85 points. The Nasdaq slid 180. I'm Carmen Roberts. That's your Fox Business Report. Invested in you.
Oh.
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 Ladies, this is Dr. Lou Spangler at Neogenics, and we are now pleased to offer the O-Shot, also known as the Orgasm Shot.
Oh.
The O-Shot may help improve your ability to orgasm, improve orgasm intensity, enhance lubrication and alleviate dryness, improve or eliminate annoying urinary incontinence, and reduce or eliminate vaginal discomfort. The O-Shot is a non-surgical treatment that I perform in the office.
Oh.
There is little to no pain, and you may immediately resume all your normal activities after treatment, including sexual activity. Don't you deserve the fulfillment you've always desired? Call Neogenics now at 239-277-9999 for a free consultation. That's Neogenics at 277-9999, 239-277-9999.
Goodbye, pest. I'll see you later. I called National Exterminators. For just $46, they get all rodents and bugs. 23946, no bug.
Call the boys and National Exterminators at 239-46-NO-BUG or visit them online at pestcontrolmadeeasy.com for all your pest control needs. Bugs, termites, rodents, and even attic insulation. Better service, better prices, and no contracts.
Goodbye, pests. I'll see you later. I called National Exterminators. For just $46, they get all rodents and bugs. 23946, no bug.
Call the boys and National Exterminators at 239-46-NO-BUG or visit them online at pestcontrolmadeeasy.com for all your pest control needs. Bugs, termites, rodents, and even attic insulation. Better service, better prices, and no contracts.
Hi, Stuart Duncan here from Duncan's Diamonds. Now through the end of August, we're offering 60-month financing, so you can pick out any item, get the guaranteed best value and the best price, and spread your payments over 60 months.
Yes, it's a great month to come to Duncan's Diamonds. You will find the largest selection of diamonds and jewelry, access to thousands of jewelry styles. You will find 5 times the selection you would find in an ordinary jewelry store. Maybe you need a shop for Christmas early gift. Do not wait until the last minute. Or maybe you're getting engaged in the fall or upgrading her diamond.
Whatever the reason, we got you covered with the best selection and best prices. Take advantage of our incredible summer finance offer, 60-month payments. Indulge without breaking the bank. Come, celebrate your love with us and have a little more sparkle in your life.
Best price guarantee, low monthly payments, and a spectacular gift from Duncan's Diamonds. It is worth the drive to Duncan's Diamonds. Naples at Mercado, Gulf Coast Town Center, and Fort Myers on US 41.
Jason and Todd believe in value. They're direct diamond importers and hand select each diamond directly from the cutters. By cutting out the middlemen, the Diamond District offers the best quality diamonds at the lowest prices, and they pass that savings on to you.
At the Diamond District. Liberals suck. That's why we have Clay and Buck. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Today, noon to 3 on 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
Now, back to Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment of my time to ask for a moment of silence for my fallen colleague, Officer Brian Sicknick, who died from injuries he sustained in the line of duty defending the capital of our beloved democracy.
That's not true. That's Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn said that Brian Sicknick died from injuries sustained on January 6th, but the D.C. medical examiner said no, it was natural causes. Remember, he had a heart attack. Why would he say that during this House committee investigating the January 6th Capitol riot and the first hearings as being described? Why would he do that? That's not what happened. And again, there's nobody there in the committee, nobody on the dais, nobody is going to take a minute and say, well, that's not really, that's not factual. It's part of the theater. It's part of what people were concerned about, to allow all this to happen and the tears and some of the other things that we're going to get to in just a bit. 239-479-5592. Plus, mask mandates, are they back? Is that where we're going? Double, triple, quadruple masking? I don't know.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
It's Kaylee Kobe with your Kobe Coin Tip of the Day. I may only be a kid, but I'm smart enough to know not to fall for those cheap clean and check offers. I know you can't get a real AC mechanic for $30. Don't fall for the bait and switch ads. Your air conditioner would tell you to only use Nate certified mechanics for service, like my dad at Kobe Cooling, real service and real mechanics, not flake clean and tune salesmen. Call Kobe Cooling at 239-482-1542. Again, at 239-482-1542. When you think of air conditioning companies, we hope you'll think of Kobe Cooling. No nonsense, no pressure. We're the company your neighbors use. License CAC 057313. Kobe, the most trusted name in the business since 1949.
Rock Solid wants you to be our customer at Rock Solid Countertops and More. $9.99 gets it done. Through Labor Day, get a full set of kitchen countertops from $9.99 installed. Rock Solid guarantees to beat any competitor's prices, including installation. So come see Hugo and his team at 2240 JNC Boulevard in Naples, or visit rocksolidnaples.com. Rock Solid, where $9.99 gets it done.
Island Air wants to send you to the islands.
Island Air is going to send you to the islands. Island Air wants to send you to the islands.
Island Air wants to send you to the islands.
Island Air is going to send you to the islands.
Island Air wants to send you to the islands.
Island Air is going to send you to the islands. You want to go to the islands? Call Island Air. Island Air wants to send you to the island.
Island Air wants to send you to the islands.
Island Air is going to send you to the islands. Matt here from Island Air of Southwest Florida with some great news. Do you want to go on a cruise or luxury condo vacation? Well, now you can. Replace your AC today, go on a cruise tomorrow. Island Air wants to send you to the island. Call us today to find out more details on how to claim your voucher for a limited time. Call 239-466-8668.
Call 466-8668 for more details.
License number CAC 057544.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Dan Martineau from D.R. Martineau Roofing. For 30 years, we have been offering the best warranties in the industry. Remember, D.R. Martineau Roofing. Integrity, knowledge, service. Just Google DRM Roofing.
License number CCC 1326954.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. I was grabbed, beaten, tased,
all while being called a traitor to my country.
Michael Fanone, one of 4 police officers at the first hearing of the special House committee investigating the January 6th riot at the Capitol. Ohio Republican Jim Jordan was rejected from serving by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, and he says she's responsible for not having enough security at the Capitol.
Why weren't they given more help? Why wasn't more help there that day? And the only person who can answer that question is the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives. And I think she thought we were going to keep raising that question, and that's why she didn't put me on.
Congressman Jordan on Special Report with Brett Baer. A South Carolina man gets life in prison for murdering a 21-year-old college student who got into his car thinking it was her Uber ride.
Nathaniel Rowland kidnapped and murdered Samantha Josephson.
Prosecutor Byron Gibson and 4-time Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles withdraws from individual all-around competition at the Games in Japan to focus on her mental health, according to a statement from USA Olympics. America's listening to Fox News.
Wink News traffic.
Good morning. The Cape Coral Bridge eastbound is blocked off because of a crash right now. We've got FHP, Lee County Sheriff's Office all on scene, so that's going to cause trouble for any of you heading out of the Cape right now toward Fort Myers. You'll need to take the Midpoint Bridge or one of those downtown 41 bridges instead to get around the eastbound roadblock out there. There are slick conditions in that very area of the Southern Cape right now, so just take it easy on the road. Sanibel Causeway also very wet for the morning commute. Alligator Alley seen some showers east of State Road 29. In that area, we do have a crash as well, getting cleared up at mile marker 75, heading in the westbound direction. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, as we head into your Wednesday, look to a similar pattern as what we had yesterday, with a few showers and thunderstorms possible closer to the coast to start out the day, and those beginning to migrate a little bit farther inland towards the afternoon. Temperatures topping off near average for this afternoon with a high of 92 degrees. As we head into your Wednesday night, things mainly dying down. However, a few showers will be possible once again closer to the coast for Thursday morning. A mild, humid start to kick off tomorrow with another high near about 93 degrees for your Thursday afternoon, and more scattered thunderstorms in the forecast through Thursday, Friday, and into the upcoming weekend. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
There's a reason they call tasteless, stale food leftovers. Feed your brain the right way. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Getting older has its advantages. Early bird dinners, senior discounts, day drinking. If you're one of the millions turning 65 soon, it might be time to take a look at your insurance options. Original Medicare, Medicare Advantage, so much to keep in mind. At Millennium Physician Group, half our patients are 65 plus. No matter what insurance benefits you choose, make sure your Millennium primary care doctor is part of your plan and your connection to a healthier life. Millennium Physician Group. Connect today. 844-CALL-MPG. MillenniumPhysician.com.
It's a new day, and it's coming at you fast. With Comcast Business, you'll have what you need to handle it, like the flexibility to control multiple Wi-Fi networks and the power to the nation's largest gig speed network. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Trust. It's the rock-solid foundation of Moran Wealth Management. Over 40 years ago, they began advising clients on ways to help meet their financial goals. 4 decades later, we've helped many reach their goals of providing for themselves, their families, and future generations. CEO Tom Moran has assembled an impressive team of professionals, each committed to the same core concept. Tom is recognized by Barron's as a Hall of Fame advisor. To be named a Hall of Fame advisor, the advisor has to have been ranked by Barron's consecutively for the last 10 years in any of their rankings.